People think you can't get fresh seafood here in landlocked Colorado, so we talked to the experts at Blue Island Oyster Bar about how they get their fresh oysters. So how many oysters, you were saying thousands come in each week, every day?
I'd say just yesterday between the two restaurants, we probably shucked 10 to 15,000 oysters just yesterday.
Wow.
So that's one day.
How hard is it to get fresh seafood in Colorado, a landlocked state?
You know, it's not as hard as most people think it is. A lot of fish crosses over Denver, Colorado, whether it's Atlantic cod going to California or if it's California sea bass going to Massachusetts. It all typically comes through Denver, Colorado first.
How do you ensure that you have the best, most fresh seafood coming into your restaurant?
We own our own hatchery, and this all happens in Long Island, New York, in a small town of Sayville. So in Sayville, New York, my partner Chris, he's also an oyster wholesaler. So he's working with farmers around the country. So we're flying oysters up from Baja, Mexico. We're bringing them in from Oregon and California. We have all of our New York, Massachusetts, Prince Edward Island oysters. Depending upon where it's coming from, time of year, we either fly it, we truck it. So logistics play a big part in moving fresh seafood around the country. I often tell people, like, we can order something on Amazon Prime and have it in a matter of hours, right? Like, it's the same thing with fresh seafood. It's the order gets placed today, a lot of it's getting caught today, and it's on a plane first thing in the morning.
And how can someone tell if it's fresh,
I think it's more obvious to tell when it's not fresh. That's like, it's smelly, it's dry, it doesn't look good. As a fresh seafood restaurant, I'm always telling my chefs and general managers, it's okay to run out of food. Like, that's what says it's fresh. Surf clams, they haven't sent out boats all week off the shore of Boston, and so we haven't had them, and people don't get that. But it's like, if you think about it, you're like, wow, that's really fresh. They couldn't get it. They legitimately didn't fish for it, so we didn't have it. It's not sitting in a freezer somewhere.
Thanks so much for showing us all the behind the scenes of how you get the freshest seafood here at Blue Island. I think it's really worth it. Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks for coming.